time, so I'm gonna put in a little work today, y'all. Man, I got a lot of records, man, a lot of information over here, man. You know, so many records, so little time. But you know, I thought, hey, just do it one nog at a time. Blackjack, salute. Hey, once again, this House of Masculinity, I'm Blackjack. Hey, we on a Monday afternoon, you know what I'm saying, May 8, 2023. Coming back at y'all with another video, you know what I'm saying, salute. We over here in the stronghold of the Naga, of course, and the title of this video is the poor, quote-unquote, blacks going to their settlement. Salute. You big dummy.
Biatch.
And, y'all saw the thumbnail in the intro. I'm gonna put it back up because I think we should take a look at this thumbnail. You know, no third eye mind tricks. You know what I'm saying? No third eye mind tricks. We gotta keep our third eye open, and I think we need to look at it with a close eye. We need to put that picture up under the microscope. So I'm gonna put that picture back up in a second, and then we're gonna read after we look at it under the microscope. We put our third eye on it. After we do that, then we're gonna read the inscription and see what they talking about. Salute. Before we get into that, everybody hit that like button and share this video with everybody you know. We're gonna do it PG-13. We're gonna hold the foul language because we want to make this material open for the children so they can know who they really are. Salute. Now we about to get into it about these poor quote-unquote blacks going to their settlement. So let's go back to that thumbnail for a second. Let's take a look. And as we see, you know what I'm saying, this is some what they call political satire cartoon. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna get into all that, but let's look at it from our third eye point of view. Alright, I'm gonna blow it up, I'm gonna blow it back down, but we're gonna look all over this like you're supposed to look at artwork. You're supposed to investigate artwork methodically. You know, you're supposed to look at the whole canvas. You know, if you really want to understand what's going on, you want to investigate the whole canvas. You know, I am an artist. You know, I like to draw and paint myself. You know, I like to paint on canvas, acrylics. I did it when I was in college a lot. I did it after college. I did it all while I was growing up. So I learned a lot about art. I took art classes also, and so I understand. When you're looking at artwork, you really got to investigate. There's hidden messages and all kind of stuff going on. And all this is for educational purposes. Like I said, we want to make sure that we provide stuff that's positive for the children, and it shows their true history, their true identity. We're just talking about the quote-unquote poor blacks going to their settlement. Let's get into it. Let's take a look. Alright, I'm gonna blow this up a little bit so we can all see it. And at the bottom it says the title, "The Poor Blacks Going to Their Settlement." And I see some look like a colonizer. He got on British garb. He look like he's European. He got on British garb at the far right. He got a stick in his hand, and it look like he about to swing it at a woman. Look like a what you would call a black woman. You know, if somebody broke in the store, knocked the window out, and they had on a yellow and red, look like feathered skirt, and they and like a blue bonnet. If I'm looking correctly, I'm gonna blow it up to see. They had on that, and they gave them the description, and they say, hey, they came and bust out the window. And the police say, well, what they look like? They gonna say,
Negro.
Salute. You get where we going? So let's blow it up and see exactly what we're looking at here. And I guess they would call that a slave master with the stick, the colonizer with the stick, right? And this ain't in Africa, y'all. This is in America. So we're gonna take a look. All right, so yeah, she clearly is what you would call black or brown or Negro. You know, even the French would say
Et l'Amérique négrée.
You know, the French might even say
Au bon sauvage. Au négré l'Amérique.
Alright, so we see who clearly is. We see the colonizer. And it's something being said there. See if we can blow it up a little more. We can read what's being said. get this together. I'm gonna blow it up. That's it. Y'all read that. You can read that. Put it in the chat for everybody to see what they saying. Salute. Hit that like button too. I'm gonna blow it up a little more so I can read it. Possibly. It says oh. Wait a minute, let me see. Let me blow it up a little more where I can see it. I see oh. What else that says? Yeah, we're gonna investigate this with our third eye. It says oh. Help your heart. Something Beatles, something. Let me blow it up a little more. Maybe it's I just can't see. See if I can blow it up a tad bit more. Oh, help your heart. Beatles, something brow. If you know ticker pour. Oh, Neger. Oh.
Nègre. Et l'Amérique négrée.
Okay, that's what it says. Let's blow it up some more. No wonder what a coinky dink. No wonder they had it where it's so small you can't read it. It says nigger. Man. And the pimp for you. The pimp for you. He'll pimp for you. Nigger man, he'll pimp for you. You see that, y'all? You see that? See what else it says on here. You see, yeah. That's a woman. She got big old hips on, a big old booty. Yup. The bonnet on. Then you see the man with the blue and the red. I think that's a man. Let's look. But look at the colonizer. The colonizer looks like a
Nègre.
He don't look like an Atlamarique, but he definitely is a
Nègre.
Y'all better learn real history, man. Salute. Now let's keep it moving. The other colonizer look fair, but this one here, he ain't fair. He looks swarthy. And what it says right here, by all the glorious of mischief, they have no right to send us to Africa. Wow!
Et l'Amérique négrée. Au bon sauvage. Au négré l'Amérique.
You big dummy. Now
who sent you? It says let's read this down slow, y'all. Let's look at it with our third eye. This man is saying, by all the glorious of mischief, they have no right to send us to Africa. Y'all see that? Says they have no right to send us to Africa. To send who to Africa? To send who to Africa? Oh, I see what's going on. Oh, to send who to Africa? They have no right to send, by all the glorious of mischief, they have no rights to send the poor blacks. That's what that say. Say the poor blacks to Africa. So they ain't got no right to send us to Africa. And you see the American Indian.
Et l'Amérique négrée.
Nègre.
Standing right there by the can that says the poor blacks, right? I see a couple more Indians in there. They don't look too happy. See his feathered headdress. His feathered loincloth. What he'll say? Let me see what they'll say now. Let's blow this up some more so we can read what they got on his shirt. Yeah, we just checking it we got it under the microscope. We got it under the third eye microscope. We ain't going for no third eye hijacks in here. Y'all hit that like. We investigating real history. We ain't playing no games with them. They be lying so much. When we starting to look at the truth now, we don't kick the door open. It said something about pray for them. Pray for the poor blacks. Wow. Interesting. What a coinky-dink. It says, what that says, dang, it's hard to read that one. Let's see, let's blow it up some more then. I'll blow it on up, blow it on back down. We got time today. We doing it for the baby Nate Goose. We making it PG-13 for the children, y'all. Invite the children along. They say we were unfortunately something sent away in the British channels. What? Wow. Hold on. Let me move this over some. I gotta blow this up a little more. I want to see exactly what are they saying. What are they saying? Oh, wait a minute. Let me see if it's gonna let me blow it up. Let me see if I can blow it up a little more, y'all. A little bit more, y'all. Bear with me, y'all. Trying to read this. It's so small on my screen. It say we were unfortunately gone away, something away in the British channel. It's something important. What the other one say? Let's see. Y'all can see it. Put it in the chat what it say. They say ruined by the American War. Wow. Tell you right where it's at, boss.
Et l'Amérique négrée. Au bon sauvage. Au négré l'Amérique.
Say ruined by the American War. Look at the clothes all ragged. They looking poor now. They say the American War ruined them. Holes in his jeans. Wow, ain't this interesting? What y'all think? Say they got sent away. Talking about the poor blacks. He still got his feathers on. He in his tribal gear. I guess the other ones threw on jeans. He thought it was sweet. He thought the colonizer meant well. He got sent. They say he got sent up the British Channel somewhere. Let's blow it back down. Blow it back down so we can see exactly what we're looking at here once again. Blow it all the way back down. Then we'll blow it up again and look at some more stuff. We'll blow it all the way back down. You know, this is the House of Masculinity, you know, and I am Blackjack. You know, we do this strictly for my Nagas. You only gonna get this on the House of Masculinity. You know what I'm saying? Salute to all the content creators that's making channels exposing the truth about the true history of the so-called Black American, so-called American Indian, the real ones, not the fake Dolls Roll $5 ones. No, the real ones. Salute. Alright, we're blowing it back down for a minute just to make sure y'all know what we're talking about. It says the poor blacks going to their settlement. What kind of settlement? A reservation or something? Or you trying to send them? They say no right to send us to Africa. You tried to send them to Africa. They say you got no right to send us to Africa. You see, they got his feather headdress. He tried to be down. They ain't even dressed the same no more. They still got on tribal gear. He got his stick chasing them. The pale face on colonizer. And then we got the swarthy colonizer, the Niglet, right? Just so y'all can see what's going on here. We'll blow it back up a little more again. Make sure everybody saw what was going on here. For the people that arrived up late, that's coming out the toilet tank. And right up here, at the top of the sign, it says something about Booker Rectifier of Prince. Brooks Rectifier of Prince. Brooks Rectifier of Prince. Yeah. Well, that's a lot of dropping there. Negro colonizer, Negro Indians, right? Paleface colonizer. Working in tandem with the Negro colonizer. They best friends. They family indeed. They are family. And we see the Indians. I don't see one pair of Indian. All the Indians Negroes. And what the Indians were saying, what was coming out of their mouth? What was coming out of their mouth? Look at it one more time. They called it what? They called them some kind of pole nigger. They called them a pole nigger. They called the American Indian a pole nigger. That's what they called them. Then right here it says, by all the glories of mischief, they have no right to send us to Africa. I mean, we're talking records and receipts, man. I don't know what to tell y'all. It's in your face. All them other people got that's claiming that they Native Americans, all they got is a fake $5 Dolls Roll. And everybody on their hijack is fake. That's all they got. That's why they don't want to talk history. They don't want to talk real records. I got 1,000+ records. I can show you 1,000+ historical depictions. I can show you that the American Negro, so-called Negro, so-called black, is the true American Indian. It's the true Aborigine. It's the true indigenous American. It's not an African American. That is a lie. We'll continue to prove it, receipt after receipt. Now let's proceed, my Naga. Stronghold of the Naga. Let's look at what they wrote about all of this. We just took our third eye and put it under the microscope, and I'm satisfied about what I read. I don't even gotta read their little inscription. I know exactly who they talking about. I see who all was there, and I see what was going on. If you want to research this on your own, you see the title: The Poor Blacks Going to Their Settlement. And they want to call it graphic. They say this is graphic. They say this is graphic, y'all. They say this is graphic.
You big dummy.
Why so graphic? You got something to hide here? Description, title: The Poor Blacks Going to Their Settlement. Graphic. Creator: Dent William, actor from 1783 to 1793, Monaco. So you know he know what he talking about. We're talking in the 1700s. It was created January 12, 1787. The publication place in London, Monaco. You know they got the drop over there in London. Salute. They know what's going on. They know what's going down. They know who you are. The only one that don't know who you are is you. They teaching your children lies, talking about Kunta Kinte, talking about you came from Africa, when they clearly found you, conquered you, enslaved your ancestors right here in America. It said, published as the Act Directs for the Proprietor by E. MacLaw, number 9, Haymarket. Abstract. All right, here we go. Let's get into the abstract. Let's blow up the abstract. Let's read. Let's get the drop. Talking about sending somebody to Africa. You ain't got no right to. It says the Prince of Wales and his adherents are travestied as Negroes. See, I already can see. Now they saying the Prince of Wales. See what the hijack going on already?
You big dummy.
Let's go ahead and read though. The prince stands in the doorway inscribed Brooks Rectifier Spirits, which is represented as a debtor's prison. A debtor's prison. How you know? Who's to say? The heads of George Hanger and Burke are seen through a barred window on the left. By the way, the person that created this did not write this. The person that created this did not write this abstract. This is somewhat hijack interpretation. Matter of fact, do they got who the abstract is by? Let me see. Who the abstract written by? Well, I don't see. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me see. Abstract. They got a publisher. They don't say who. The publisher might even wrote the abstract. The publisher probably wrote this abstract. This guy, Dent Williams, actually is the print maker, but somebody in London published this though. It was created in 1787, and I guess that's when it was published also. All right, but they say the Prince of Wales and his adherents are travestied as Negroes. The prince stands in a doorway inscribed Brooks Rectifier Spirits, which is represented as a debtor's prison. The heads of George Hanger and Burke are seen through a barred window on the left outside, which hangs a basket inscribed "Pray, remember us poor blacks." Salute. Both are naked except for Hanger's accustomed cocked hat and Burke's beretta. The prince wears a girdle of leaves. Those aren't leaves, those are feathers. See, they trying to hijack. See, they trying to disguise it. Those are feathers. Those are not leaves. Leaves crumble and dry within days. Why would he be wearing leaves? Feathers last much longer. A helmet feathered. Why would he have on a feathered headdress and have leaves on his loincloth, you liar? It's all feathers. He's completely with a feathered loincloth and a feathered headdress. Those are not leaves. Those are feathers. He want to say these leaves. Don't believe that hijack. That's how they try to explain every time they see a Negro with the feathers on. They try to say, oh, those leaves. All that hijack. Let's continue. All right. Let's use your third eye. Don't go for their hijacks, man. Don't go for their third eye mind tricks. A helmet feathered like the headdress of a red Indian.
You big dummy.
They said a feathered headdress like the headdress of a red Indian.
You big dummy.
Red
You
Indian.
big dummy. You big dummy.
Who the real Indian?
Et l'Amérique négrée.
Nigga.
Au bon sauvage. Au négré l'Amérique.
It is the Indian. Ain't no red Indian. The Negro. So-called Negro, right? So-called poor blacks. But decorated with the triple ostrich plume and his ribbon and star. He holds out his hands in consternation at the approach of Fox and North as a woman. See, he making all kinds of assumptions here in quotations as a woman. Their arms interlaced, their faces contorted with grief. Fox's hat is inscribed Carlo Crusoe. On his breast is a play card. We were unfortunately cast away in the British Channel on board the Portland East Indiaman, in allusion to the defeat of the coalition on Fox's India bill, and probably he don't know, in imitation of the play cards at begging seamen. Their scanty garments are ragged. For North's Garter ribbon hangs a play card ruined by the American War. Behind them is another couple with arms interlaced. Lord George Gordon, not a Negro. Ha! Why they had this?
You big dummy.
And they throwing disclaimers in there. They said he's not a. They say he ain't no.
Nigga.
They say he ain't no.
Et l'Amérique
You know he
négrée.
ain't no Lamarique, but they say he ain't no nigga.
Nigga.
You know who they talking about? They say he is not a Negro with a black man, right? Who they talking about is not a Negro. They saying he is not a Negro. They saying the one right here. Remember the one, the brown colonizer, the swarthy colonizer. That's clearly
Nigga.
They threw a disclaimer in there quick. They want you. They said don't believe your eyes, believe what we writing right here, cause we probably know. They say not a Negro with a black man. The other one is a black man, but he not a Negro though, huh? Who carries a primitive string instrument, right? He say he not a Negro, but the other one, that is a black man. They say hold on. Yeah, there we go. They say he not a Negro. They say, but that's a black man with a primitive instrument. Primitive what? Primitive to American? What's that? A banjo? Salute. What's that? A banjo, Managa?
You big dummy.
Salute, Managa. We're talking real history, man. Y'all finna start lying to my people. Y'all gonna make us mad, man. And y'all really don't want it to go there. Just start telling the truth. Just start telling the truth. What's done is done. There's no need to continue lying about it all. I know the difference in a Naga when I see one. I know the difference in a so-called black man and a pale-faced one. I know the difference. I know we got colonized by two different colors of colonized. And you want to sit here and try to tell me in quotation, not a Negro, but you tell me he's a black man, though. You tell me the Indian the black man, but you tell me the colonizer is not a Negro, when they clearly both the same. And he got his string banjo, an American instrument, Managa. Y'all better start digging on real history, man. Salute to Talking with Tight Sam. Salute to Talking with Tight Sam in the house. Salute. Y'all hit that like for me, subscribe, share the video to everybody you know, Managa. I guess he a red man, huh? Yeah, right, man. They told you he was a black man too. They told you that. They ain't try to hide that one. They try to tell you he had on tobacco leaves, man. Y'all stop lying, man. Get your dogs rolled and get on your ship and go back where you came from, man. Y'all faking it here. We know who the real is. We know who the real ones is. Y'all cannot lie to us. That's over with. That's over with. Y'all shouldn't have gave these knockers the internet. Too late now. They say not a Negro with a black man who carries a primitive string instrument. His cap inscribed Man Friday. He is perhaps intended for Sheridan. Gordon flourishes the paper inscribed Defense of the Blacks by Lord G.G. It says by all the glories, defense of the blacks, right? Defense of the who? Of the blacks, of the so-called blacks, of the American Indian. By all the glories of mischief, they have no right to send us to Africa. That's not where we from. We not from Africa, man. We keep telling y'all we not from there. We never came from there. We always was here. The Most High placed us here from day one. Salute to them brothers over there, but that's not us. You ain't got no right to send us there with all your mischief. He said this in defense of the blacks of the land, of the Negros de Terra. We're not African Americans. We're not blacks either. You called us that. You called us American Indians. You calling us all this different stuff. Just tell the truth about who was here and who's still here. At the end of the procession, Thorough with a raised stick chases a Negro wearing a cap inscribed Purveyor, who resembles Welchie, except that he is short and fat, and says with clasped hands, "Oh no, oh, bless your heart, Massa Beetle Brow, Massa Beetle Brow. If you no lick a poor nigger, man, he'll pimp for you." British Museum, online catalog. Salute. Salute Monaga. Who is the Indian Monaga? Who is the Indian Monaga? The poor nigger, man. He'll pimp for you. Yeah. They had help, Monaga. They had help with people that look like you. You probably trusted them. Called you the Po Blacks. Called you the Po ones. That don't look like a man to me. That's a woman. He talking about a man. He making his assumptions. That's a woman with a bonnet on. Salute.
You big
So I
dummy.
say let's look at this with our own third eye before we even read they hijacks. That's possibly a woman too, and a man is a man and his wife. A couple. That's a couple, right? Salute. Hey man, they can't hide the history. All they can throw up is a fake Dawes roll. They can go in their pocket and pull out that old $5 Dawes roll. And like, see, I told you I'm a red man. I'm a redneck Native American from Eurasia. That's fake as all that though. We know that's fraud. That's fraudulent identity theft. All the records show the Negro, the so-called Negro, the so-called black man. You call him the nigger. You call him the all-born savage. That's what the French did.
Au bon sauvage. Au négré l'Amérique négrée.
You know, you told on yourself, right? When we look at these records and it all lined up and we connect these dots, man, there ain't no way out of this rabbit hole. Once you fall in this rabbit hole right here, ain't no way out. And I'm Blackjack, this house of masculinity, respect my house. Or we'll let the donut hit your ass with the Most High split your ass. We out. Peace. Salute. Tribe up. Salute.